right.
Y'all excited about Saturday?
Oh yeah, bro.
I am.
Just wait. It's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited. And I believe that we are live.
Yeah, we are.
Buzz.
I know, so annoying. 4. All right. So I'm dragging butt, but not as bad as last week. All right, so let me hit one more button.
I swear, it looks like I have a mullet, but it's just because I got out of the bath. So the bottom half of my hair is still wet.
That's hilarious. So are we
I'm
good
ready
to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. On this episode of the Culture Smash Cast,
the flight attendant may or may not be real life.
And as far as video streaming services go, another one has bitten the dust.
And the Snyder Cut is turning more and more into a joke.
pretty good, actually.
Bump, bump, bump. Another one bites dust.
It's the Culture Smash Cast, episode 543 for October the 21st, 2020. I'm Stephen Lackey, editor of CultureSmash.tv. Nico?
Nicholas Qualls, contributor to CultureSmash.tv.
Tina?
Tina Heinbach, contributor to CultureSmash.tv.
Nathan?
Nathan Savino, contributor to CultureSmash.tv.
And Zach.
Zach Martin. I play scary video games and poop my pants.
Well, but
It's true.
What else is also true is it's really easy for that to happen for you.
Well, I mean, okay.
Let's not get on Zach pooping his pants. We're gonna be here a while. Let's move on.
It is going to be a long story, yeah.
You didn't even get to see me poo my pants last night. You gave up.
Yeah, because it was boring, and you were very uninteractive in your game.
Damn you, Facebook.
Yeah. You're trying to blame the social medias, you and everyone else. So what's everybody been up to?
Reading,
Puppy.
playing video
Puppy.
games, puppy.
Yeah, she likes to eat a lot of shit.
Around the house?
Literally.
No, is she eating the doo-doos?
She's
That's what we
eating
think.
rabbit doo-doo and cat doo-doo. Granted,
Yeah, we think she
the
got into
rabbit
some.
doo-doo nobody can help, but like the other people who have dogs and animals that they
They
walk,
can pick it up.
they can
Yeah. Well, I think this one was a stray, the particular culprit, because she got some parasites in her, and we're having to get her treated for that, which is fun.
and
Yeah.
expensive.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I literally just bought a new laptop, and then we have a $300 vet bill right after that.
Oh, my God.
Ooh.
See,
Not to mention, we
Ugh.
also still have to pay for a wedding coming up because
Yeah.
in order to push it back a year, they wanted to charge us an extra $3,000.
oh, my
Just to
God.
push it back a year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy crap.
So it's like, hey, we might just be live streaming some of it for people who don't want to show up.
Yeah. we're gonna figure that out.
Wow, that's crazy talk.
Ooh.
I feel your animal pain, though, because Kaylee's about to have to go. My cat's going to have to go to the vet, and I am concerned about what that is going to cost me. But
Poor baby.
It's the time of the year again for biscuits as well.
well, Zach, you will crack up at this because Kaylee, she has that sinus thing every year this time of the year when her eye starts to water.
Yeah.
Well, this year she like the straw that broke the camel's back was the other night when she went to bed. She sneezed so much the blanket was wet,
Ooh.
and we had to wash the blanket.
That's great.
Oh,
She's
poor
running around the
baby.
house like sneezing and throwing snot like those dogs. You know, what are those dogs that like Turner and Hooch or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel your pain. Not about the eating shit part. Shitting in the floor, yes, but not eating it. That's not happening. But I do feel the pain.
Although today one of her poops she pooped it out and it was a pee. So she's learning how to spell.
Hey, at least there's that. If she poops out a copyright signal, you better take her to the doctor. Take her to the doctor. So let's talk about some movies then.
Okay.
And I already know what Nathan's been doing. He's been over here with me watching this foot heal up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally backing into it.
Yeah, the other day. I almost killed him for a second. He liked it, though. He enjoyed
I like
causing
the
me pain
on Stephen's face.
Yeah. All right, box office. Here we go. Number 10 was The Kid Detective. Made $140,000. That is a new release, so that's what it made. This seems vaguely familiar to me somehow. Like maybe I've heard of it. Number 9 is
Yeah, I don't know nothing about this movie.
It just seems like I've heard the title. That's really all I can place. Number 9 is Love and Monsters. Same on this one. I've heard this title. It made $270,000, and it is also a new opening. Number 8 is Unhinged, still in the theater. I should really start including the number of weeks on some of these just for out of interest. $424,000. It's made $20 million. So, I mean, it's probably, I would say it's probably profitable by now. Number 7 is The New Mutants. It made $468,000. It's made $22 million so far. That one's definitely not profitable. Opening new this week also is Two Hearts. It made almost $523,000 on its opening weekend. Number 5 is Hocus Pocus. This is 2020 re-release. It's $756,000 there. It's made $3.8 million. That's re-release. Number 4, this was a new release, but it's a re-release. The Nightmare Before Christmas. It made $1.3 million. People really come out for that one. Number 3 is Tenet. It made 1.6. It's made $50 million so far. Number 2 is The War with Grandpa. This is one we know. It looks terrible. It made $2.5 million. It's made $7.2 so far. And the number 1 movie over the weekend at your local drive-in was Honest Thief. This is also a new opening. It made $4.1 million. It's a lot of like familiar titles, but I don't know anything about any of these movies. It's weird. Usually we've seen a trailer or something, but
now most of these are drive-in.
I would say the majority of this money is drive-in money, but AMC's still going. So and there are still a lot of places where you can go. I mean, you can go to the AMC theater here. I mean,
yeah.
If you want to go to a half-ass theater, I mean, you could. But just saying.
I mean, if you got an extra $100 to spend.
And we'll get to that. So let's talk about this trailer that Disney released. Somebody remind me of the name. I've already forgotten the name. The Last Dragon. What's
Raya
and the Last Dragon.
And the Last Dragon.
So I have opinions.
Go.
First off, my first impression was this does not look like a Disney theater release. Especially when they started doing the vocalizations, and it was literally just a remixing of the vocalization tune from Frozen 2. They literally just mixed it to where it sounded just a slight bit different. And I'm like,
is that true?
It sounds like it.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
And it sounds just like it.
It's not the exact thing, but the way it was done, you can relate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm not excited about it. Some of the lighting looks good, like the animation lighting looks good, but other than that, it doesn't have that quality that I'm used to for Disney.
That's interesting because I'm super excited, and I was really excited about the quality. I thought it looked better than Frozen and Moana.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Moana's a high bar, dude.
I'm right
Moana
in the middle of you two.
I am also in the middle.
Because I think there were some scenes in it that did look quite good, and there were other scenes in it that looked like half-rate Tomb Raider to me.
Yeah, the lighting and some of the landscaping looks really good, but the character designs just look like just a mess. They just took a generic idea and put it on a computer.
I also just feel like...
Okay, I think the editing in this trailer was abhorrent.
Yeah.
Did anyone else feel like it was just a mess of images and editing?
Well, I think it's because it's early. And I don't know why they would rush it.
I think it's more of a teaser.
Well, I think they're just clipping together scenes that they've mostly finished, which is kind of weird. It's just like, especially at the end, it's a montage. It's just like, clip.
I think that's right. I think they don't have much yet. So that was just the kind of really weird thing.
Honestly,
and it could end up looking better. It could, by the end of it, look better.
I mean, I could end up eating my words at the end of it. If they really wanted to, for me personally, if they really wanted to grab my attention, they would have made it like half as long, make it a real teaser, and just have it be like, in order to save the village or whatever, I have to find the last dragon, and then just have like that fight scene, maybe, and that would be it. That would be a good teaser for me.
But the art of the teaser trailer has been lost. No one does teaser trailers the way that they used to really work. I always refer to Independence Day, which is a movie I think is mostly crap.
It had a hell of a teaser.
It had a hell of a teaser. I was so hyped for that movie. You go back and you look at the very first teaser, and it just had the eye logo, and you're like, what the hell's happening? What was this going to be?
Just a little taste. That's all we need for a teaser. Just a little taste. Like, what was it? It Chapter 2, one of those had a really good teaser where it was just like a floating red balloon. Mm-hmm. And it was like, that is a good teaser.
And I don't know why, if we're right and they only had these clips done, why did they even have to release a trailer at this point? Because all the dates and everything for when movies are coming out and what's going to happen, all of that's still up in the air. So
yeah, everybody online was, they're saying like, oh, this is March of 2021, and everyone's like, no
way. This looks like
Disney Plus.
I don't even think it'll be done. That's the thing. I don't think it'll even be done.
If this is the finished product, like it's done in the can and ready to roll, man, we need to take another pass at it.
I mean,
if it was the finished, I was going to say, if it was the finished product, there would be more scenes.
Yeah. I mean, if it was me and I just wanted people to kind of start thinking about the movie and do a teaser, what I would have done is taken that little shot of her when she like rolls the turtle over. That's cute. And the very end one when she's grown and rolls them over again and says, this is too, getting to be too much or whatever. I would have just shown you those.
That's not a turtle, dude.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. I would have just shown those two clips and been done with it.
Yeah.
I'm invested not in her. I'm invested in that roly-poly.
The roly-poly? Yeah. Okay, it's a roly-poly. So, but
an armadillo.
I mean,
it's an armadillo. See, that's the thing. What is it?
It looks like a roly-poly.
Now that you say it does look like a roly-poly.
It's like a fantasy armadillo roly-poly thing. I don't think it's an actual real creature. I think it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're gonna mix mash some real animals.
Make our own thing.
Yeah.
It's an army pulley.
Yeah, so, and the other question I have that struck me with this is
pulley dildo.
Well, even better.
Is this the year that Disney just goes after Asian culture? And is this
that's what I was thinking too.
Is this all they can do?
It was like Mulan and then this. As far as animation, Soul got pushed.
Soul's coming out.
Soul's
coming in December. Yeah, Soul's coming they're going to drop it to streaming in December. I agree with you though. I feel like this feels like a streaming play. It doesn't feel like a theatrical play, and maybe we'll just come to Disney Plus.
I really do appreciate the animation of like the textures in terms of background, but as soon as
that's what Tina was saying.
Yeah, but as soon as you get to any character, it feels like plastic.
Like that scene when she goes into the temple and it has like the dragon gem or whatever. I was like, that's really
pores
pretty.
on her face. It's just like,
yeah, I was like, that was really pretty. The way how they got the cracks in the rocks and how the light's playing with the shadows, and then you get to her and it just feels like they just copy and pasted her into that, and it's jarring to me.
Like, I want Disney's animation department, like they're really good at like water effects and textures.
Yeah, Toy Story 4
lighting.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking Pixar. Pixar is above them, but like even Disney's animation department, I'm thinking water effects and the way it moved in like Moana and snow effects in Frozen. All these looked really great. I want them to do good animation, but what I'm seeing here is like, it's like, did anyone see the Good Dinosaur? To where it was Pixar doing highly rendered backgrounds, but then when it came to the characters, they were like absolute cartoons.
Yeah.
And it did not mesh. I'm getting flashes of that again.
So
And I'm like,
outside the
did we
look,
not
though,
learn.
outside the
Although,
look.
to be fair, I liked The Good Dinosaur mostly because I like dinosaurs.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. There are some things online I've been reading that people are trying to say that this is going to be a Disney stab at a little bit of a harder fantasy.
No.
I don't see that in this trailer at all.
No.
If that's true, I'm interested. If that's true.
Well, I can see it because it kind of looks like the main character is doing a very traditional D&D-esque dungeon crawl.
Well, and the part that bothers me about that is it feels like a video game.
Yeah,
You know,
because it
gotta get
feels like
here.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
We got to go to point A to pick up this, and then we're going to go to point B to deliver it, and then meet somebody, and point C is the end. You know, it feels like it might be that kind of structure, which would make for a great video game. I don't know. I think there's aspects of it that are cute. We'll just have to see what happens, I guess. But
Yeah. Like
something
I said, the
like
teaser,
it sounds like the house is coming down above us. I don't know what the hell is happening.
I mean,
the
it'll be
teaser
interesting
didn't do
to
it for
see.
me, but I could, like I said, I could very well end up eating my words when it comes out. So.
I mean, I think it's intriguing to not get a princess story.
Are we sure it's not a princess story?
I don't think it's a princess story.
Well, is it okay? Let me set Zach off. Is it a Mary Sue story?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Is
I
it-
wouldn't put it past Disney to, at the very end, be like, the reason you were trained was because you're the princess of the kingdom that was lost. And
She is
to
the last
reunite.
dragon. She
Yeah.
is.
She's
That's
going
what
to
it
be the
feels
last
like.
dragon.
She's got to find herself, and it's that whole another basically know how special you are Mulan kind of story, which is fine. I mean, that's Disney's specialty. It's just
Coming of age.
how about something else? How about something else?
Mm.
We'll see. I think I wager it's still early. I think even the animation's going to get an uptick, unless it's something that's just coming to Disney Plus.
I'm
I hope
excited
it gets
for
an
it.
uptick. I mean,
Yeah.
damn.
All right, let's moving on. Nico has the first story.
Yes, I do.
Yes,
So
I do.
the Jason Reitman directed a sequel / reboot, Ghostbusters Afterlife, will now be coming out in June 11th, 2021. At least for now, because no dates are final in a post-COVID world. The interesting thing about this date, a bit of trivia, is it's the exact same date in 1984 that the original Ghostbusters came out.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Is
If it sticks.
if it sticks. Is there more?
I mean, there's more, but that was pretty much the...
Did anybody else forget about this movie? I just kind of.
I kept having flashes of it, like, wasn't there supposed to be another Ghostbuster movie? Oh, I'll bring that up with the group, and then something would happen. I'd forget about it for another couple weeks.
I mean,
I think it was supposed to be coming out this... I think it was supposed to be coming out this month.
Mhm.
No, it's
No, it was supposed to be last June or July.
Oh, yeah. I think
And then that
it
got
was...
pushed.
Yeah, it was supposed to
I
be
think
in
it got
summer.
pushed to this
Mhm.
month, didn't it?
Is this supposed to be like a female one again?
No.
This
Oh,
is
no,
the...
it's the kids.
We're doing what we should have done and done the next generation with
Yeah, it's
the passing of the
kids
torch
it.
from the original guys.
Yeah, everybody is in it except for
The
Spangler.
Stranger Things kids.
Yeah, the problem is,
What's his name? Wolf dude.
yeah, that
Fiddlefarth.
dude
Blitzer.
Thank you.
is the movie itself looks like Stranger Things to me.
Mm.
And I like the idea of passing it on, like you said, to the next generation. But do they have to be 12 years old?
That's the only
I don't
problem I have. I wish they were
Well,
like
it-
16, 17.
I wish they were the same age as the original crew was when that movie was made.
Well, I think it has some adult. I think the original crew is going to be in it. It has some adult, like Paul Rudd is in it. I think he's going to be a new Ghostbuster of some sort. The problem is we don't have a lot to know because all that was released was a teaser that really doesn't go over too much. All we know is the kids do take the Ecto 1 joyride. That's pretty much it.
But
I
the kids
cannot comment
aren't
on
12
plot since
now.
I know it.
There were some teenagers in it. 12 is probably a little on the young end of the estimation. But
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't look enough Ghostbustery to me. I mean, I'll see it. Of course, I'll see it, but
I cannot comment on it since I know it. I know
because
the
you
whole plot.
be reading spoilers.
Well,
You
it's
reading
I
all
don't
them
know the
spoilers.
whole plot, but I do know the overview of like this character is this person. So when y'all are like, I don't know who that is, I'm like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited for it just because I don't know. It's better. It has to be better than Ghostbusters 2016.
You say that.
Right?
We can't go lower.
We can go lower.
You know what? Biscuits can come upper.
Yeah.
And the camera is filled with a cat, as usual.
Quick,
Hopefully-
show us your booty hole.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make it a regular week and look at the cat's booty hole.
He says no.
Oh, aw.
No
He's
booty
done.
hole for y'all.
He's
See,
done.
that's how you do a teaser.
I don't know which is more worrying, the fact that you want to see my cat.
I just love that I got Nathan to like full on face palm.
Biscuits, why are you walking all over the keyboard?
All right, let's move forward, Zach. You got a story.
Oh boy. All right. Let me scroll down here. All right. So guess what? For $100, some people can rent an AMC movie theater for a movie of their choice. That's right. AMC is now allowing rentals of up to 20 people, starting at just $99, excluding tax, and increase to $349 depending on the movie. Full disclosure, I have looked into this. I would love to know the exact prices because they are not listed.
Okay, so the one thing I can tell you, because I know someone already who's doing this, is to rent it and watch the original Jurassic Park. Is $100.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the
I'm
newer
guessing
the movie,
Tenet?
the higher it's going to be. Yeah, Tenet was one of the
$349.
super expensive ones.
Yeah, it would be $350. Yeah.
Yeah, because if it was Tenet for $100, I mean, I'd be like, yo, let's just do that.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't. Doesn't.
I wish
much
the
per
prices
person.
were listed because essentially you fill out a form, and then it says like we'll contact you. It's like, well, no, I want to know what I'm signing up for before you contact me.
Well, at least you're not putting down payment. So.
Yeah,
that's
it's
nice, but
you're basically like putting in a request for proposal, and then they give you a proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So, AMC revenues fell by $941 million, roughly 22%, compared with 1.2 from last year.
Well, to be honest, they'll probably make more on that screening than they would of people actually going to the theater.
Because that was the thing is it's like, we went and saw Tenet and there were 4 people in our audience. The second time I saw it, there were 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In an IMAX theater.
Yeah.
I mean, Regal was just losing money on each.
Well, you think about it, you bring 20 people and you go buy concessions. That's more than what's coming in now.
Yeah.
So I think, I suspect. Go ahead.
And let's expand on the whole your choice of movie. It is a drop list of select movie titles that some of them is like I wouldn't pay $10.
Oh, like you have the list? Like what?
I remember finding it somewhere. I'm trying to find it again, but it was like Detective Pikachu, and it had Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and then it had what is the?
So is it like?
Walls, I think.
Is it like mostly movies from the last couple of years or something?
So the choices include. Oh wait, hold on. Let me select the time, and then let me select the theater.
Do it.
I have to do this here.
Do it.
But it makes sense for them to do this, especially now, because holidays are coming up. So you're going to have families and groups.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is AMC is going to try and stay open, which they are.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it was a wise decision for Regal to close back up after they did what I think was probably some quiet discussions between Warner Brothers. They opened up long enough to show Tenet and then closed back up.
All right. So we got Two Hearts, the Addams Family 2019 version, Alita Battle Angel, Broken Hearts Gallery, Come Play, The Empty Man, Hocus Pocus, Honest Thief, How to Train Your Dragon, Jumanji 2, That's technically Jumanji 3. Jurassic Park, Monsters Inc., New Mutants, Nightmare Before Christmas, Shrek, Tenet, The War with Grandpa. I mean,
It's a lot of crap.
it's just
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's some good ones in there, but it's a lot of crap.
Like the ones that I
it's a
would
lot
want to
just-
see are like either the super expensive ones
Mhm.
or like
Yeah, like
I'm not
Tenet.
going to go to an AMC to see it.
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas will be great for around this time of year.
That's
I
great.
would
I
wager-
have a Blu-ray of it.
I'm so
too.
tired of Nightmare Before Christmas, though.
that's the
I
thing.
am too. I've been
But
working on it for years though.
There's so many people that are not.
But
yeah.
people, it's part of their, like, Die Hard is my tradition. That's their tradition. But I bet you it's in the higher tier cost wise.
See, I split the difference and have it as a Thanksgiving movie if I do watch it.
Mhm.
Like, it's not Halloween, it's not Christmas, it's Thanksgiving.
Is that what you say when you put it in? You go, "It's Thanksgiving."
She doesn't really put it in, so.
I haven't put it in like a couple of years.
Wow, I'm sorry for you guys, man. Get some therapy. But anyway, they have actually come out and said they may file for Chapter 11 by the end of the year. So they're just trying to do things.
Yeah, I guess that cash infusion they got was not enough.
Well, and the good news on that side of it is the next stimulus package is going to include money for theaters.
Well, it's in talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
going to go. I think it's going to go through. I've been reading about it in a lot of other, other than the one that I posted. I've been reading a lot about it, and I do think it'll go through.
Interesting tidbit for at least those in the Middle Tennessee area. You can rent our local drive-in for $1,800.
Oh wow!
Really?
Mhm.
Like, and you can have unlimited people.
Well, up to however many they can hold in their parking.
Yeah, but it's not
Parking
like
spots.
Yeah.
So with this one, it's like 20, but you can.
Yeah,
have
no,
up
it's
to
unlimited.
200.
It's their max capacity.
Whatever their parking spots are.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
That's not a bad price if you got a lot of people.
I don't know if I could get
Yeah.
enough people to keep it cheap enough though.
Well, if you got 100 people at $1,800, that's like what, $18 each.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
But getting 100 people to do it.
Oh, we could probably do that between all of us.
Nico, we should have
It
just
would
got
be
married at
everyone
the
I
Stardust Drive-In.
But the problem is a lot of the 100 people that I know I would not want to be around during the coronavirus.
It's true.
Yeah.
I was looking at it for staff reasons, so that's how I know. And then you also have to pay the licensing fee for whatever movie you. Which
But
that one, they're like, it's either like they've seen it go as low as $50 all the way up to like $300.
I know some documentaries that come really cheap licensing wise. I'm just
Yeah. And even if it goes up to 300 on top of that, that's not like too bad of a deal.
Yeah.
Nick, can you imagine Family Affair on like?
Wait, didn't you just say something to me about it?
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine Family Affair at the drive-in?
That'd be awesome.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing. So a little pre-show discussion. Nathan was giving me grief because I did not take a pre-show trip to the bathroom. He's like, "You're gonna have to go partway through." And what do you think he just did? Mm-hmm.
I figured because somebody's camera was turned off.
Yeah, he had to run for the border. Well, I mean, this is interesting. It'll be cool to see if this like actually helps them. I don't know if enough people are going to do it, but that's cool.
And this brings up one of the things that I had an issue with when Mulan was announcing that extra $30.
This is a good time to bring this up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Go.
Who, like, in the Corona era, a lot of people are like, we haven't gotten another stimulus. A lot of people are going broke. A lot of people are in very tight situations. Who's going to spend $100 to rent a theater?
You would only do it if you knew 10 people that would take it for $10 a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the only way.
But at the same time, like people are saying cancel Thanksgiving because it's not a good amount of people to have in that, good number of people to have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But, please go to the theater with 20
So
people.
we are having our Thanksgiving, but everybody has to come in the day before and get a rapid test before they come to the house.
Yeah, we're having my brother and brother-in-law and Nico's dad and maybe my brother's mom, and that's it. And if they're feeling sick, I told them they have to stay home.
But out of concern, rapid tests are now covered by your insurance.
Yep.
So just
I
do
didn't
it.
realize that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We got a company email about that.
I've had two. I've had two for various reasons, and it cost me $0. Just just do it. All right, so let's talk about TV. That's really where the bulk of our news is, and rightfully so, because that's what we're all doing is watching TV. Has anybody streamed anything cool or binge anything since last week?
Did anybody watch The Boys season 2?
So
yet?
I started it. That is all I can say. I have started it, and
because I have issues I want to discuss.
well, you're gonna have to hold it for another week, maybe.
What's he talking about?
Talking about The Boys season 2. And boy, one thing I will tell you about The Boys season 2 is that first episode was a trial.
Yeah, because you're just like, holy hell, all the momentum is gone. This is just a drag.
What the hell is happening? Yeah, but it finally turns itself around at the end. So I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get there.
I finished Lovecraft Country.
Yeah,
Nico and I got like not even 5 minutes into the next episode that we needed to watch before the puppy decided to take over again.
Yeah, she makes it hard.
Yeah, the finale of the season was great.
Yeah, no, my brother and his husband are like, when you get to certain parts, we are expecting texts.
Yep.
Because we know you and we know how you're going to react.
Mm-hmm.
I actually watched there's a show on Hulu that was originally on BBC called Staged, which is this fake basically Zoom conversation discussions with David Tennant and Martin Sheen, actors as themselves, essentially pretending to be rehearsing a play over Zoom during the early portions of the pandemic. It was like this charity thing, but they had they had guest stars, like Samuel L. Jackson was on an episode, Judi Dench was on an episode. So it was funny. It was cute and funny, and they actually did it well enough. The whole talking like we are right now, all on Zoom.
Is this a show or a movie?
It's a show. It's 6 half-hour episodes.
Oh, that's a good length.
That was the thing, is I was looking for a half-hour show. It was like, oh, good, this will be done.
I haven't been able to focus on too much lately for some reason. I have been, I've been watching. I've kind of been watching. I think there may have been an episode Sunday that's on my DVR, but I've been watching The Walking Dead since it came back, and this show just pisses me off because it's kind of been good. And why are you going to get good now? Why are you going to get, like after so long of not being that great when people just dump it and now you're going to get good? It's not going to stay good though, because of all the spinoffs. We know what's going to happen. So, and maybe that's why I'm kind of dragging butt just a little bit, but I don't know. I haven't been able to focus on stuff. I've been watching a lot of movies, doing 31 Days of Halloween. I've been just really watching a ton of horror movies, and I've been digging deep into that Friday the 13th box set, going through all the bonus features. There's so much.
I watched that Class Action Park on HBO Max.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to see that.
I gotta watch that. Yeah. So it's good.
It was good.
Yeah,
it's one of those like documentaries to where I'm like, why is this only 90 minutes?
That is a story that I swear I could watch like
been
2 hours of carnage on.
It should have been like 3 or 4 hours and just have it like McMillions, to where it's 4 1-hour episodes. Like seriously, there's enough material here to warrant.
You know what's sad? I was sitting there watching it and I was like, man, that looks awesome. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to go to that. Yeah, I can't wait to jump off that. And I was like, man, this is like watching Tiger King all over again.
Did you guys ever see the Johnny Knoxville dramatic?
No, because I realized it was awful, and literally everyone who I knew saw it said it was the worst thing they had ever seen. Did
you see it, Tina?
No, I just remember looking at it and be like, I mean, they're not wrong though. For a lot of the construction and stuff, it's like, they're not wrong though.
Johnny Knoxville is actually in a pretty good horror movie right now. It's out on Blu-ray.
I want to see. There's a Netflix. Speaking of TV, there's a Netflix movie I think that I want to see called Bad Hair.
Oh, never mind.
Called Bad. It's basically this black woman in like a magazine company or something keeps being told, oh, your hair is gross, you need to do something with your hair. So she finally gets this weave that's imported from India, but like the weave has a curse on it, and so the hair
That's so weird.
And it's like there's this shot of her in the elevator. They're like, how you doing? She just goes, ah!
That's so
Like,
weird.
I need to see this.
That's hilarious. So I will tell you guys, because it fell through, but I was this close to getting a copy of Saint Maud for our Halloween viewing. Yeah, I've been in discussion with some PR contacts or whatever, and they were trying to get it for me, but it's technically still a theatrical release, weirdly enough, is they haven't pulled it. I thought for sure, because it's a small A24 thing, that they would be pulling it. But apparently it's still going to show in art house theaters that are open before they let press have a hold of it.
Damn.
If you had gotten that, I'd be like, holy hell.
I would have been like,
this really is 12 hours of terror.
Bitch, I was close. I thought, like, up to just a couple of days ago, I thought I was getting it.
Well, this kind of makes me excited for what the list is.
So,
I don't care anymore. Lame.
It's all lame because we didn't get Saint Maud, which looks like a really interesting twist on religious horror. So, but I have watched The Vow. I have kept up with that just because I'm interested to know the story. But it should have ended like 4 episodes ago.
Isn't it getting a season 2?
Is it? Well,
I think I read somewhere.
It might be.
It is still an active cult. So
I was going to say
like...
there's some aspects of it that are still going, so I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a season 2. But yeah, it's.
Sorry, St. Maud's really good when it holds a 96% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Then the audience rating summary is like a 2.7 with a overly large 1 out of 5.
See, that's when you know.
That's when you know. Okay,
that's a good movie. It's a good movie. Yeah. I really that's one of my like most anticipated things right now is to get a hold of that movie. Eventually, I'm going to get it, and we will have a screening of it over here. So, all right. So, Tina, I think you have a last minute story that we just dropped in.
Yes, I do. All right. So, Quibi, the short form video streaming service from Jeffrey Katzenberg and Meg Whitman, announced today that it will be shutting down. The abrupt end to the expensive project comes just 6 months after its debut. Quibi will reportedly be returning $350 million of the $1.75 billion it raised from investors. NBC Universal, the parent company of NBC News, is a minority investor, and both NBC Universal and NBC News declined to comment. The announcements come after the company struggled to win over subscribers and meet its growth targets. Since launching in April, Quibi has faced tepid reviews and internal strife and has failed to win over consumers in the numbers needed to thrive. In September, Katzenberg was already exploring options, including selling the company, as he struggled to sign up subscribers. The service was highly anticipated given Katzenberg's involvement and included a solid roster of shows with producers and stars such as LeBron James, Jennifer Lopez, Steven Spielberg, Kevin Hart, and Chrissy Teigen. The format featured 5 to 10 minute episodes of shows, and the service could initially only be accessed on the mobile device. Later on, it used AirPlay and Chromecast so that people could watch it on TV. And Tuesday, the company launched apps for Apple TV, Android TV, and Fire TV. However, the company faced issues from the beginning. A lot of industry insiders failed to see the novelty of the series, and many doubted it would succeed. In May, downloads continued to be lackluster, about 2.6 installs, according to Sensor Tower's data. Quibi itself put the number at 3.5 million downloads, but admitted that only 1.3 million active users. So in June, Quibi reportedly said it expected to have spent $1 billion of the 1.75 that it had raised by the third quarter of 2020. It also projected it would need to raise an additional $200 million by mid-2021 in order to stay viable. And that didn't happen. So that same month, Kratzenberg said he attributed everything that has gone wrong to the coronavirus. Central to Quibi's stated purpose was the belief that users could tune in, watch short clips of entertainment throughout their day, much like a chapter of a book, just get small little snippets of content. But with everybody staying stay-at-home orders, working from home, avoided going outdoors, it kind of became restrictive in a way. Quibi faced an uphill battle even before it launched, given the highly competitive streaming landscape, with Netflix, Hulu, etc. For one, it didn't own any of the content that it relied on. It paid for shows, had licenses to last for several years before the content would be returned to the companies that created them. Plus, the technology it heralded as a key point of differentiation from competitors, the ability to switch in real time between horizontal and vertical viewing, was quickly challenged in court over patent infringement. That, coupled with the apparent strife between Whitman and Katzenberg, it was just dead in the water at that point. So they ended it.
So I actually had Quibi, and I used to watch a WWE like little docu-series where they would bring these women, kind of like not battered women, but women that had issues. They would partner them with female wrestlers, and it would be like 15-minute episodes, and the female wrestlers would get them training and boot camp, and then they would come out to the ring and show their progress from where they started to where they are now. And it was cute. And a lot of their content was kind of like that. But I can see where COVID stopping production on these little projects, it would just basically be like YouTube or TikTok videos.
Well, it doesn't sound like COVID actually stopped the production. What it sounds like is they anticipated all of us being so busy with work and things that we would only have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there to watch something. But now that we're all sitting at home, 5 minutes is what it sounds like. It's restricted. We're home.
Yeah, because then you got to think it probably had. I never had Quibi, so I don't know. It probably had like ads in between each episode, so you get like 5-10 minutes and then ad, 5-10 minutes ad, 5-10 minutes ad, maybe 2 or 3 ads at a time.
But it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I would imagine if you paid, you wouldn't get your episode interrupted.
But I didn't pay. I had the 7-day free trial, and then I started paying, but the 7-day free trial was the same thing.
So you did pay for it.
I did pay. The free trial, like a premium with no ads. It wasn't like that at all. It was like you had a 15-minute episode and then it just ended. And then you would pop over, you had to select a next episode. And a lot of their content that was on there was something that was produced in production and stuff like that. And so with COVID starting, I can see where all the entertainment companies that had investment into this could not put in any more content for it or get people together, because a lot of the videos relied on multiple people involved.
Quibi is a case example of how not to launch a streaming platform. Because it doesn't matter if they made these changes, this was the perception upon its launch, which is it's quick 5-minute things, it's vertical video, it's only on your phone.
Which is great if you were on the go. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't ride a subway into work. I don't ride a cab into work. I drive to work. So I'm out for Quibi.
But let's say
so who is this for?
Well, but wait though, you do sit down and take a lunch break every day, and a lot of people only get 30 minutes, so they eat food and look at something for 5 minutes before they go back to that's the point of it. Now the problem is this is a really tough nut to crack, because when you look at it on paper, okay, everybody loves YouTube, everybody loves Snapchat, all these Instagram videos, everybody loves this. So why couldn't we do something that's 5 minutes, get some really cool creatives behind it? The Sam Raimi thing looked like it was kind of, could be kind of cool. So why doesn't it not work? Well, I mean, they should have known it wasn't going to work, because YouTube has been trying to get people to use YouTube TV forever.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, they just had to spin off they had to spin off a bunch of their shows. Cobra Kai almost went the way of the dodo, except that Netflix bought it.
I was
So
about to say,
if-
I was actually kind of happy that Netflix bought Cobra Kai so I could actually watch it.
It's good.
Right.
They have good stuff too. They had some good original stuff because I leech off of Nathan's YouTube TV. But I think people that use YouTube TV are using it for the live program.
But their YouTube TV programs are longer than what was being.
Yeah, but my point is it's like streaming on the go, on your phone or whatever. There's
But
stuff.
you can do that with Netflix. You can do that with anybody.
And
but I'm saying
yeah.
what was different about Quibi was each of their content was no more than 15 minutes or no more than 10 minutes.
I'm starting to feel like that the problem is with the people that want really short videos like that don't want narrative stuff. They watch bullshit on YouTube, somebody.
We want compilations of people falling in their face. I want vines that I'll never forget.
Well, on my lunch break, if I'm not listening to podcasts, if I'm looking for a video, I'll watch like a cooking tutorial or something non-fiction.
And I think that's the thing. If Quibi had been a documentary only type of thing, that they're like 5-minute docs or 5-minute how-to videos or like that, maybe it would have done better. I don't know.
But they had like shows too that it was like it didn't go into great depth, but there was good storytelling through a 15-minute episode, and then you had like 10 of them.
And so I don't doubt that. I believe it.
So instead of starting something that's like 45 minutes to an hour, like Haunting a Bly House, which I can't watch throughout the day. I can only watch when I was home or on a layover.
Yeah.
It was easy to watch in between flights. So like when a plane deboarded and then I had like this 10, 15-minute downtime, I could watch an episode, move on, watch an episode, and progress throughout my day.
Well, and I think the problem is, because I don't doubt it, some of it looked like it was kind of cool. I was curious about some of it, but I think that the Netflix model has kind of made people that want to watch a narrative story want to be able to binge something with more girth. 5 or 10 minutes of a narrative thing that's got good production value isn't enough to invest in, whereas 5 minutes of, a dog eating peanut butter is kind of funny, and maybe that's it. That's the only thing I can think, because Quibi's not the first one to try to do this, and no one seems to grasp onto it. I'm glad to hear, though, out of it that the companies that created the programs do own it. Because maybe I'll get to see that Sam Raimi project at some point.
Somewhere.
That'd be nice.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
And I would bet that some of those shows are like hour-long shows that got broke up into 10-minute chunks.
Well, and it's interesting too, because like the WWE show that I watched, I fully expected to be on their WWE network.
Probably.
At some point.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Well, bye-bye, Quibi. I'm glad I didn't invest in you. All right, he's got the next story. That would be well, actually,
again.
So be
I was going to say Tina.
Oh.
It's me again.
It's a double shot.
Pew pew. Apple TV has teamed up with Wildbrain, Peanuts Worldwide, and Lee Mendelson Film Productions to become the home for, quote, all things Peanuts, which includes classics like A Charlie Brown Christmas and new original series and specials. The second season of the daytime Emmy-nominated Snoopy in Space series will be part of the new Peanuts content coming to Apple TV, alongside a slate of brand new specials that will find the Peanuts gang marking Mother's Day, Earth Day, New Year's Eve, and back to school. Those looking for the Peanuts classics will find such films as Charlie Brown Christmas, coming December 4th, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, coming November 18th, and It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, currently available on said Apple TV. There's also good news for those who are not subscribed to the Apple platform, as these favorites will be free to all who use the app for a short time. The previously mentioned Halloween special will be available for free from October 30th to November 1st, Thanksgiving from November 25th through the 27th, and Christmas from December 13th through the 11th through the 13th. So yeah, get your peanut fix.
So this makes me sad because the point is these holiday specials have shown on ABC for what, 40 years?
Yeah, it's a tradition. Like
it is a tradition.
Point.
So this article does not.
You said this in there, and you said it doesn't make it clear to you that it won't be on that channel.
It says in the title that's how it is, but when you read the article, it's not talking about it disappearing. It just sounds like it will be on ABC.
Well, it says everything Peanuts is going to be on Apple TV. But I can give you subtext of it that will clear it for you. ABC is a Disney company. Mm-hmm. Apple TV is its own company, not Disney. Okay. They won't do it. It's done. It's over. For sure. There's no way. And that makes me sad.
I will be surprised if any Peanuts holiday stuff shows up on ABC.
It's two competing platforms. There's no way. There's literally
like I said, I would be very surprised.
And it makes me sad because this is another thing where you've got to have the right streaming service at the right time to be able to see something that was a holiday tradition for families for so many years. This is why I just buy the Blu-rays, because it's just stupid, you know. And they want you to Apple has been wanting everyone to use Apple TV as a we call it like a portal for everything you do already. And okay, I kind of do. In my Apple TV, I do use it for everything but Netflix, because Apple TV and Netflix hate each other, but I can get other stuff, everything else through it. I don't know. It just, like, when I saw it, I was like, well, that's a shame. You know, pretty soon I would wager that Dr. Seuss is going to go away from the holidays on TV too.
And
Dr. Seuss ever
24-hour Christmas story. There you go. Poof.
Mm-hmm.
Well, will that go to the TBS platform? Where the hell will that go?
Where does it? I don't know where How the Grinch Stole Christmas usually plays. I'm not sure which network it plays on.
It usually plays on ABC and ABC Family. They do their 25 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know. We'll see. But if you don't have Apple, you need to go. They actually put all the Christmas specials out on Blu-ray, and you can get those.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best thing to do, because then you can just pop them in and watch them without having to worry about.
I still need to get a collection of all the old stop motion.
There's a great collection, like you talking about, like the Rudolph ones.
Yeah. Jack Frost and
yeah. There's a single box that you can get that's not that expensive. I think it's like $25 or something. It has all of that stuff in it.
Yeah, I just need to actually buy it.
You have to introduce the baby.
Yeah.
He's got the next story.
You mean I can't just show her Santa buddies? She'll relate to that.
No, she deserves better.
Anyways, this one's going to be... I got the next story, though. This will be quick. Zack Snyder is bringing back the much maligned Jared Leto as the Joker in the Snyder cut of the Justice League, coming to HBO Max next year. We've already discussed the Snyder cut a lot on the show, including how this supposedly cut of Snyder's original vision for the movie is going to include millions and millions of dollars worth of reshoots with Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Ray Fisher coming back. But yeah, Jared Leto, who wasn't in the movie in the first place, is also now going to be in it.
Why?
Okay, here's how I will allow this. Here's how I will allow this, because again, we're still in that universe. The Joker comes on screen, and whoever the villain is just shoots him in the head or rips his head off, and that's it. He's there going, "Hi," and he goes, and that's it.
Oh, so it's like Paris Hilton in the House of Wax remake.
Yes, only like literally we're doing this just to kill Jared Leto off. I would absolutely.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Fine,
anything else? Anything else? Like if he's an actual character or anything?
Dear God.
No.
Please.
I don't want to have secondhand embarrassment again. It was bad enough the first time.
Do you think he would come in and it's like, yeah, you're going to kill, I'm going to be in 5 minutes and you're going to murder me? I don't see that happening.
I kind of do, because Jared Leto is a narcissistic booty hole, and it's like, if I can get any kind of fame, look, I'm going to be in Zack Snyder's cut. I could see him doing that. I could also see him being like, how dare you kill off my beautiful creation? So it could go either way.
I mean, then again, Amber Heard's going to be in this too.
Doing what?
Something.
Ooh, I'm going to call it right now. Amber Heard's going to beat up Jared Leto.
Kill him.
No, I'd be okay with that. But
Amber Heard's going to mistake him for her husband. It's like, oopsies.
The thing is, it seems like what we've discussed so far is that Snyder is like course correcting a lot of this.
Boy, he didn't learn out of this one.
But was there ever any positive feedback about Jared Leto's portrayal of the Joker at all?
No.
So why? This just goes to show
Because
you
he has to cram in this shit somewhere.
It just goes to show you everybody's like started for some reason over the last couple of years kissing the ass of Zack Snyder. Like it would be so much better if he had got to finish his movie, when everyone is forgetting how much he mostly sucks. I mean, I like 2 things he's done. That's it.
Did you ever experiment in your college days where you're throwing all of your leftovers into one pan to see how it would turn out if you just meshed all your... This is exactly what this is. And it's going to be disgusting.
And it's going to be 3 nights long. Are we going to watch it?
No.
Yeah.
I will at least watch night 1 and then go either, all right, I'll watch another one, or I'll go, well, that was a load of shit.
Yeah, I will judge it on that first night, whether I should continue.
I'm either going to commit or not commit, because I've seen most of it in the original movie, so we know what to kind of expect.
Yeah. I didn't hate the movie. That's the annoying thing. Is like I understand it didn't do well, but it wasn't terrible.
I hated some parts of the movie, but not the parts you would expect.
I feel like all the things I don't like are the Snyder bits.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I did like though, is I liked Bruce Wayne. I like Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne interacting with Gal Gadot as Diana Prince.
Yeah, that's
what I liked.
I actually liked Ezra Miller, and especially when like he realizes Superman's watching him as he's zooming. That was a great part because he just goes, "Oh shit," and like that's funny.
I feel like that's not going to be in the Snyder cut though. I feel
Probably
like that bit of humor is a Whedon thing.
I agree. That'll get taken out. Because, I mean, he's pulling it out now, just, specifically saying there will be no Whedon footage in this thing. He's just doing it out of, I don't know, vendetta or something. Spite. That's right. Spite.
I mean, the film was probably taken away from him. I can see.
Well, no, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It really wasn't. He stepped down because of what happened with his family.
Yeah, you believe that?
Yeah, I do believe that.
I believe that the film was taken away from him because it was going to be a 3 or 4 hour movie, and Warner Brothers was looking at $300 million as this product. It's like you can
they're spending it now.
Yeah, it's
okay,
like
but think about this. The film's not going to be 3 or 4 hours. It's going to go into theaters. The main complaint of the last one was it was too damn long at 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I mean, we've had films that have gone on 3 hours.
Yeah, here and there. And now they're spending money to do it now, knowing it has already lost money in the theater. You can't sit here and think that they're only doing that because of some loud fans on Twitter saying they want the Snyder cut. There's not enough people to make that money. Also, the movie
came out 3 years ago, 4 years ago, once this hits. If they wanted this in the can to be released like fairly soon after, it's like, all right, you saw the theatrical version. Now here's the Lord of the Rings-esque extended cut.
Mm-hmm.
They could have gone that route, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, that's because if they turn out at the time it was, if they turn out this director's cut, of what it was, and it turns out to be better than the theatrical cut that they put out, then it would look bad on Warner Brothers because, you hampered this great director's vision.
So it looks better on them to do it now.
So if you do it and it comes out and it's worse, then now you have a worse product and everyone's going to go, oh, wow, Zack Snyder was a hack fraud. I mean, I just don't see this as a win for anyone.
Well, no, I agree with that. I just don't think the movie was taken from him. I think he did step down from it though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think he might have stepped down because he wasn't maybe getting his way on it.
Hey, KJ, can you get me tinfoil?
Yeah, Zach needs tinfoil for his conspiracy theory.
You should just keep a roll in the office.
Yeah, you should. You should just keep it there handy for yourself.
I would laugh if KJ actually brings you tinfoil.
That would be like the best thing of the night right there.
Next episode, everybody else is going to be wearing a tinfoil hat.
Exactly. But not because we are conspiracy theorists. It's because we are wearing it in honor of Zach.
Yes.
All right, Nathan.
Blocking out his sound waves.
You got a story, Nathan.
Kaylee Cuoco, voiced Harley Quinn in DC's animated series and best known from Big Bang Theory, is the flight attendant in a new trailer for HBO Max's upcoming miniseries. In the trailer for The Flight Attendant, based on the 2018 novel of the same name, Cuoco plays Cassie Bowen, a run-of-the-mill flight attendant whose life is forever changed following a chance encounter with a charming, sophisticated passenger named Alex, played by Michael Huseman. The chance encounter takes a turn when Cassie wakes up to a grisly discovery. Hounded by law enforcement, but with no memory of that night, Cassie takes an interest in who could have killed Alex, and even if the killer could have been her. The trailer plays an eerie take on Britney Spears' Toxic, and hence the whole while is undoubtedly a tense thriller. There's comedy laid out between the shock gasp. The Flight Attendant also stars Rosie Perez and Zozia Mamet. Will stream on November 26th on HBO Max.
I have to comment real quick. I love that you gave the flight attendant story to the flight attendant.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to.
And I will
It was
say,
required.
I'm really happy in the trailer that they played Toxic by Britney Spears, because every freaking flight attendant goes up and down the aisle when there's no one on board. Singing.
Yeah, doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Do they
See,
play
that's-
with the phone too? Do they do
Yeah,
that?
we do everything.
See, that's the thing
Well,
is I want reviews of the show from Nathan based on how accurate her portrayal of a flight attendant actually is. Not the rest of the show.
Well, I
Exactly.
can tell you just from the trailer, there's been those nights where you've woken up really like hungover and you're like looking around and it looks like there's been a dead body, but I haven't killed anybody yet.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
At least I didn't bring the dead body back to my room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks pretty well produced, and I like her.
Yeah,
I feel
I like Coco.
Yeah, I feel like The Big Bang Theory became something that was not positive for, not necessarily positive for our fan base and our culture, but she's good. I like her as an actress, and this looks something.
Well, and the other
That could be good
actresses
for her.
is in it too. Like I've seen
Rosie
the
Perez
girl-
is great.
The girl that plays the detective. I've seen her in other things, but I can't pronounce her name. I probably jacked her name up when I read the story,
But the thing I got from it is it looks highly produced. You know, it looks
Yeah.
pretty filmic for a miniseries. So maybe it'll be good. I'm not familiar with this book at all, though. Is Tina? Are you familiar with the book?
No, but I will look it up.
Cool. Well, we got that miniseries coming at the end of November. Perfect time for Thanksgiving.
Woo!
All right, so let's see. There's a lot of cool stuff this week, y'all, on physical media. Let's see. I got it right here. Got the stuff. Some of it. So first up, we got the Back to the Future 4K trilogy. There's mine right there. Beautiful. They have it in the regular set that I bought, and it's also in a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. I think Target has their own Digibook. Amazon has the one with the hoverboard, but which I didn't see the reason to spend the money on. So Zach, you asked me about what?
Does it work?
Huh? What?
Does the hoverboard work?
It does, but it's only this big.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
then I agree. Don't buy it.
Yeah. Zach, you asked me
We're
about
past 2015 already.
right?
Why is it not real?
Exactly. You asked me about the 4K. I got to look at it a little bit more since we talked, and it's really good. It's like, but there's so
Because we
it's
saw the 4K DCP and I thought it looked fine.
yeah. Well, that's it. The thing is it's really good compared to any way I've ever seen the movie. It's like stunningly better than everything except what we saw is pretty much what it is, except you have to add in the HDR, which is quite good. And I understand that the Dolby Vision HDR is even better, but I have just regular HDR 10 back here, so I don't know. But yeah, it's the best the movie's ever looked. It's really good.
No, I'm not
Also,
sure it could get better.
Tremors. Shrieker Island is out. I think this is the 6th or 7th movie. I didn't know they had so many.
Hang on, I can actually.
Well, while you do that, The Haunting is out. We talked about this last week. There's my copy. That
That's the one
Special-
with Liam Neeson and
Yeah,
Catherine
Rosetta
Jones.
Jones.
So,
Yeah.
so what did you think?
sixth movie?
Sixth movie?
Yeah.
It's the 7th.
Well, I said 6th or
Close.
7th movie. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I didn't even know there was 5. I thought that stopped at 4.
I knew there were.
Which one's the one that's like the prequel, like back in time?
Isn't that
like,
4?
I
is
thought that was 4.
3?
I don't know. I knew there were at least 3 because I remember Sci-Fi Channel having one that they made for their network.
I thought they were pretty much like all after 2, like made for Sci-Fi.
Were they? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of stopped watching Sci-Fi. After
Tremors 4 is the one with the wet, like it's an old town.
Okay.
They have one in
Tremors
South
3
Africa.
is the one where they fly. I've seen that.
I remember that one.
And
Yeah.
randomly, they had one in South Africa.
Yeah, there's one in Africa.
What?
Yeah.
Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell.
It's the
Is
franchise.
that the Africa one?
It's the franchise that keeps on giving.
It just
had no
it won't die.
I had no clue. Okay, so also you can get the Gunfighter Scare Package. Scare Package is a Shudder anthology, which I need to watch this because
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, it's set in a video store, like the anthology, the wraparound parts, right?
Yeah, and it's actually a whole lot of fun.
Shudder has actually a new series that I'm looking forward to. The Mortuary Chronicles or something like that, where it's basically this woman is like an apprentice at a funeral home, and she starts seeing like the stories of how everybody dies, and each story is a scary anthology.
That's cool. Also, Adaptation is out. I think that's a Criterion, right? The Adaptation Criterion.
I think so.
Pretty sure. And then Pumpkinhead has a new 4K scan. It's not a 4K disc, but it's a new 4K scan from Shout Factory in a limited edition steelbook this week. So there you go.
Adaptation is not a Criterion Shout Factory.
No? Oh, okay. Well, it's still good. Probably just as good, to be honest with you. Criterion let me down. Let me wait.
The Mortuary Collection. Sorry. My bad.
Okay, cool.
Oh, by the way, I have finally found a review that compares the 1080p Criterion of Parasite to the 4K of Parasite.
Yeah.
The 4K is better.
Well, you would expect.
Because they're from the same master, and the 4K has high dynamic range and better colors, and it's like, whoops, sorry.
Yeah, that's only the only reverse of that I've really seen is Labyrinth, I think. Or not Labyrinth.
Elephant Man.
Well,
There's
also
another
the Del Toro movie.
Pan's
Pan's
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth.
You
is
had
the
one of the
opposite.
words.
I had one. Yeah.
Yeah, Pan's
Yeah.
Labyrinth is the opposite. If you have the choice between the Criterion 1080p and the 4K, you go with the 1080p.
Well, also the ultimate one is Terminator 2. Don't buy the 4K.
Don't buy that 4K. Oh my
It's
gosh,
terrible.
it's bad.
Everybody looks like action figures.
I mean, it looks
Alright.
nice on the big screen because you're seeing Terminator 2 on the big screen, but
Yeah.
I miss those steely blues and I miss the film grain a lot.
Well, and the faces look plasticky.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got in funny books this week?
All right. For Marvel, we got a couple books. Daredevil issue 23 has Spidey team up as well. Fantastic Four number 25 is supposed to be a big landmark issue. We get some changes to Franklin Richards, the son of the Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. Nightwing number 75 over at DC. So Dick Grayson has lost his memory for the better part of a year-ish in real time. I think it's like been a month or something in comic time. But he's finally back, finally remembers, oh yeah, I'm Nightwing, I'm a superhero. And this is kind of picking up from there. And one of my favorite books that's neither Marvel or DC, Rat Queens, which is a fun, raunchy, kind of fantasy D&D-esque adventure series, is coming back with issue 22. It's been kind of slow releases since COVID.
That's some cool cover art too.
Yep.
Yeah. You can see the full list over at CultureSmash.tv.
Yes, you can.
All right, so it's been a good show, y'all. I'm off
Yeah.
painkillers this week, so I'm feeling better, ready for the spooky movie viewing this weekend.
Woohoo.
We'll report in with it to everybody about how that goes. But now I think I actually do have to pee, so I guess let's call this quits. Nico, where do we find you on the internet, sir?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram under Nico Scream, NIKOSCREAM. If you're on video, it's right below my name.
Tina?
You can find me on Discord and Instagram and Twitter as Cheddar Popper, CHEDR, POPPR, mostly playing Among Us, dabbing into Phasmophobia. And don't forget to check out the cutest puppy in the world At the.shadow.pupper on Instagram.
So did you play Among Us with AOC?
No, but I
Yeah.
played with a guy who did.
Oh, because she's streaming out there on the Twitch, playing some Among Us.
I actually played with one of my favorite streamers randomly, so that was fun.
Cool. All right, Nathan?
You can find me on Instagram, Nate_R_70. You can find me on Switch, Nate70471. And you can find me here most times.
Yeah, that's true. So find me at all things Culture Smash, mostly Culture Smash on TV and the Facebook, but I'm sometimes on other platforms. Not much though. Off the Shelf Movie Night on YouTube and Instagram, and then I picked up a new writing gig this week over at a website called Serial at Midnight. I wrote a brief feature this week about my experience of seeing Tenet in the theater and why it's the only way that you should see that movie. That is up over there at serialmidnight.com.
And you can find me.
I was trying to skip you. Damn it! Okay, go.
I was like, well, damn. You can find me on Instagram. I'm Master of the Matrix 91. You can find me on Steam as well as Discord as a dangerous meat lunatic. I've been playing. I finished Super Hot, which is a whole lot of fun, but man, it was like less than 2 hours. Yep. Recommend the VR version if you can. Phasmophobia, playing through Amnesia Rebirth. It's scary. And Warzone's got their Halloween zombie event going, so we played that too.
Don't find him on live feeds. He doesn't talk.
That's right. He doesn't interact on his live stream at all. But yo, you can
play Facebook.
Look up Culture Smash on Dead by Daylight. You'll find me, and you can play with me and Nathan. We'll see everybody next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.